My name is Chris Rouleau, and I am the Executive Director of the Learning Services team at McREL International. If you're not familiar with McREL, I'll tell you just a little bit about us. For starters, we're a nonprofit education, research, consulting, and professional learning organization, and we're based in Denver. We're an approved provider for both holistic reviews and school turnaround leadership support, and we would be honored to have the opportunity to partner with you. One thing I'd like you to know about us is that our mission is to take insights from research and turn those into practical guidance for educators. We are all about bringing evidence-based practices to the school and classroom levels. We start with research, but we turn that into what action is in the classroom. And as consultants, we spend most of our time rolling up our sleeves, working side by side with school leaders, leadership teams, and teachers to implement the actions that are most likely going to make a difference for students. When we conduct a holistic review, our research team partners with the school to really dig in, ask questions, and understand what is it that makes your school tick, what's working, because we know that every school has bright spots that we want to capitalize on and leverage for further improvement, but also what's not working and why do we think that is. We look through the lens of our What Matters Most framework. There are 5 components, 5 levers, if you will, of school improvement that make a difference for student learning. Things like curricular pathways for success, high quality, engaging, intentional, challenging instruction, whole child student support, high performance school culture, and data-driven, high-reliability systems. The diagnostic review or the holistic review takes a look at your school through the lens of these 5 levers and helps you to understand which levers do you need to push and pull in order to make the changes to get the result that you're seeking. And then with the holistic review completed, our team of consultants supports you in designing together ways to support your staff in making those changes that do get those outcomes that you're seeking. Now, our team of consultants we're all practitioners. We've all been teachers. Most of us were also leaders. We were principals, assistant principals, curriculum specialists, coaches, associate superintendents, and everything in between. And not only do we bring our own experience, but we bring lived experience from what's happening in schools right now. Because we spend most of our time living in schools, working, rolling up our sleeves to be side by side with leaders, with leadership teams, with teachers to really support implementation. Our work is to bring those evidence-based practices, those insights from research, and make them useful in classrooms to meet the needs of your students. We're not a one-size-fits-all. We're not a plug-and-play. We have evidence-based resources. We've written books about things like classroom instruction that works, but we will never come in and apply a one-size-fits-all solution because we know that context matters and every single school has its own needs, its own history, and its own hopes and dreams for students. We believe that our job is to support you in doing everything that's possible in order to support student success for every child in your care. We want to make sure that your school leaders are feeling empowered, that they know what the evidence-based practices are that they should be implementing to reduce variability of instructional quality across a school and therefore increase student learning. We want to be able to work with the leadership team to be able to help them understand how to plan for and implement change, and then how to support people because sometimes change is hard. We want to be able to work with teachers to help them put in practices one step at a time, but the practices that will make a difference for kids. In the end, what we want is for everything that happens in schools to be more joyful, for teachers to be joyful, for leaders to be joyful, and most of all, for kids to be joyful, wanting to be engaged and committed to their own learning. So through the process of a holistic review, we help you figure out where do you need to go next? And through the process of school turnaround leadership development, we can support leaders and teachers in implementing, first identifying, selecting, and then implementing the actions that are most likely going to get the results that you're seeking. If you have an interest in learning more, please contact my colleague, Hillary Cooper, whose email address is on the screen, or go ahead and contact me directly, and we would love to have a conversation about how McREL might partner with you.